know it might sound crazy, but for a split second, I totally forgot the difference between magnetic north and geographical north. The true north is, in a sense, a societal concept, a mirage found in theory and geographically found in the frozen Arctic. On the other hand, magnetic north is a point on the surface where the Earth's magnetic field points vertically downward. The planet is a giant magnet, if you haven't noticed, which is why your compass will point towards the magnetic poles and not true north. Now it seems kind of weird that the true north is not where your compass would naturally, because you're holding a compass and it points to a certain direction. You would think that that's the truth because it's the truth of the, within the magnetism. And I'm going to be a jerk and I'm going to say that I am sick and tired of society and these weird mind tricks they play on us, where they go, oh, well, we know that, everything is based on this magnetic alchemy that exists within and around us. And the Earth itself is surrounded by a torus field. But we're going to call the north that you'll use when you're navigating the ways that we will instruct you to navigate. We'll call that the true north. I'm sure there could be made many arguments. Maybe this is very banal of a statement, but it got me thinking. It got me thinking about the magnetic source. And source is the key word here. I'm not talking about maps and compasses. I understand that throughout history and time, the magnetic north has shifted, and so haven't we as a species. So in fact, in 1900, the magnetic north pole was on Canadian soil. And as of right now, it has situated moving towards Siberia in Russia. So what I'm getting at has nothing to do with using a compass or a map unless they are metaphors for your soul. And your soul being your conscious awareness of now. So while you peer through your air-nourished eyes and rest inside your hermit's shell that you adorn so nicely with comfortable shoes to walk in and a nice silken shirt for your skin. Keep in mind this is just the housing for this conscious awareness. But I'm sure if we're thinking in terms of magnetic north within ourselves, you've already got that. So I ask you, are you aligned with society's true north, or are you aligned with the magnetic north of the universe? Let's take it a step deeper. Do you think following your heart is done with your brain? Your magnetic poles are going to shift. Your poles are going to shift over time too. It's not just considered change, progress, or evolution. We are beings that are constantly moving through space and time. We have been denied access to our vortexes for too long, collectively. As individuals, we are waking up to our beingness. As individuals, we are working on this war against the battle for this soul, for our collective attention. I wonder where the attention span is at right now. You know, they say that before 2020, a person's attention span was just about 12 seconds. In the past few years, it's said that it has gone down by quite a few. It's at about 8 seconds now, the average attention span. Of course, me thinking as I'm speaking isn't really doing much to dispel that, but what I'm getting at is, yes, I know the people that say, oh, well, you know, the attention spans, they're part of the true north. I get that. They originated from the true north. Yeah, I understand. It's okay. It's okay because, at least right now, I'm aware of the two worlds separating. The world I was born into that had the veil over my eyes, and the world that I'm waking up to that it's always been there. It's not like it's not like it hasn't been there, but I'm waking up to the fact that acknowledging that world is okay. You know, like I was saying, following your heart has nothing to do with your brain. True North is that logical part of us that wants society to become one. And in thinking that we've been doing that, rightly so, because it's the only one that we think we have, we've given up something. We've given up ourselves to a world that it's indifferent to our soul, to our conscious awareness. It only sees it as a means of being fed, of production. And in my lifetime, I believe I'm going to witness seeing the changing of these hands. But it's a very difficult transition. You know, it's like a change in your life. True North is like the way that a house cat reacts to when you move the furniture around. Whereas magnetic north is it's unstable, but there's a certain it's not a comfort in chaos, you would say, but expecting the unexpected. You know, we've been given a slice of life and reality to the point where we can choose for ourselves how we adorn our prison walls inside this world. You can choose what television shows to feed your mind, what news to listen to. We've seen what the fracture of all that has done. The world was a good place, so we thought, when we all watched the same few stations. Everything, people talk about the old days. Oh, the old days. No, it's just that you were all living off of one frequency. And that's why everything followed that frequency. And that led, for a long time, up until the past maybe 10 years or so, where the internet has just kind of taken over at a level that's unimaginable to think of where we will be and what possibilities will await us in the future. Some say that World War III won't be nuclear, but it'll be interplanetary. And some say that it will be staged that way. I'm not sure what to believe. But I'm telling you now, what we are going to witness in history is going to be one of two things: the breaking down of that old world, if we should so choose to believe it, or the iron fist of false truths. You have to decide for yourself. So I say this is a call to the collective within. We can either follow the blind society and let a one world government take the reins. But I tell you, prizes and gifts are for game show contestants, not citizens of the world, not for citizens of the cosmos. Have we forgot what Carl Sagan taught us? Was it just left in a pot-filled haze and distant laughter? We have only so much time to make this a one-world planet with the currency of love, not necessarily fixated on blood and paper. So you have to ask yourself, what compass will you follow? What direction will your magnet take you? And until next time, thank you for tuning into the Matthew Myth Podcast.